As we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need?
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On second down, it's Coleman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Time, Bobby Wagner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. What do you need? I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
54,
now Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? Mike 54. All day, baby, all day. Good job right there. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Seriously, I'm coming.
From the 38, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's get off the field. Right there, 54.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long... Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to be 49er football.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Check 52.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And some room to work. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it into. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 47 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on this. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Coleman. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And once again, not much running room, if any. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. You know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Double dog, that's the way.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, watch Sam. Check.
Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. It's complete to Lockett. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Squeeze, double. Bang out. Bam.
Again, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. From the 31, Wilson. It's caught. Block it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Penny, a first down carry. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go 14.
They'll run it again with Penny. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 19-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check 31, check 31.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
56, check 56.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They begin the drive with Coleman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They will run again with Coleman. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On first down, Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 180. 2. 13. 13.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Big hold to the 30. He cuts it right. Cut back to the left. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 82 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Rashad Penny. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Me and you all day. Alert, alert, alert.
Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But now it'll be 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw again is Wilson. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quick.
Now he's into the clear. 30. 10, touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 75 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st down, Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Forced out to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and it's second down. This defense so strong all afternoon long, well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Check 56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 56.
Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Wilson. Out to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
D-line, get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10.
Slam. Check 24. Check 24. 21. Safety's creeping.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Back to throw. He's going to let, and this is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders in the final minute, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Made the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard.
Hey, hey.
29. Seahawks 22.